Module 10, Raising Innovation Potential and Revenue Streams. An innovation strategy is a plan made by an organisation to encourage advancements in technologies or services, usually by investing in research and development activities. For example, an innovation strategy developed by a high technology business might entail the use of new management or production procedures and the invention of technology not previously used by competitors. Innovation strategy is a key factor in the success of many companies, specifically those industries dealing in the fiercely competitive field of technology. Without an innovation strategy, innovation improvement efforts can easily become a grab bag of much-touted best practice, dividing R&D into decentralized autonomous teams, spawning internal entrepreneurial ventures, setting up corporate venture capital arms, pursuing external alliances, embracing open innovation and crowdsourcing, collaborating with customers, and implementing rapid prototyping, to name just a few. There is nothing wrong with any of those practices per se. The problem is that an organization's capacity for innovation stems from an innovation system, a coherent set of interdependent processes and structures that dictates how the company searches for novel problems and solutions, synthesizes ideas into a business concept and product design, and selects which products get funded. Individual best practices involve trade-offs, and adopting a specific practice generally requires a host of complementary changes to the rest of the organization's innovation system. A company without an innovation strategy won't be able to make trade-off decisions and choose all the elements of the innovation system. Innovation does not need to go at the cost of employment performance. Several of the countries that have strongly emphasized innovation in recent years have also experienced strong employment growth, showing that these can go hand in hand. Indeed, several countries have observed strong employment growth over the past decade, such as Ireland and Spain, are now emphasizing innovation as the scope for further employment-led growth is becoming more limited, and future growth will need to come from more rapid productivity growth, including innovation. A revenue stream is a form of revenue. It is considered one of the building blocks of a business model canvas, revealing the earning a business makes from all the methods by which money comes in. Revenue streams may be characterized. For example, a revenue stream has volatility, predictability, risk, and return. In sum, a revenue stream is a way of categorizing the earnings a company makes. Revenue can be generated via multiple streams. These include asset sale, usage fee, subscription fees, lending, renting and leasing, licensing, brokerage fees, and advertising. Planning is better than not planning, and the sooner funding models are explored, the better. Given how many options there seem to be, some project leaders may choose to put off thinking about their long-term funding model to focus on more immediate concerns. Some assume that they will build the project first, see how it goes, and then determine what funding model will fit best. Looking at the funding models available from the start, or as early as possible, can help plan your innovation and commercialization strategy. Family and friends, small business loans, crowdfunding, credit cards, angel investors, venture capitalists, equity sales. Find someone you can trust, get a recommendation, get a lawyer, and get a good accountant. None of these funding systems should be undertaken without a lot of forethought, even financing with a credit card. You need to know what you're getting into and what risks you're assuming by taking a path. From the outside, business seems to be all about the money that people can throw at a thing and how they can turn that money into more money. When you get inside, you realize that business is all about the relationships you can build. A trusted advisor is worth their weight in gold. Companies that expand their business intelligence environments beyond their enterprise walls and, in particular, to their customers, achieve higher levels of customer satisfaction and retention, and ultimately greater levels of revenue. By sharing important information with clients, whether it's the status of an order or project, product enhancement plans, or achievement towards critical service metrics, companies can build the kind of trust that transforms client-vendor relationships into truly collaborative partnerships. The right supporting platform can mean the difference between success and failure in customer-facing BI environments. Companies must choose a vendor that offers unmatched reliability and scalability. While many BI vendors claim their offerings can scale, they are simply referring to the amount of data that can be processed or the number of reports that can be generated. Others will cite instances where their products were used to support large user bases, but won't tell you the amount of resources that were needed to do so. Only a world-class BI platform can support a broad user base and ensure optimum performance at all times, while minimizing the amount of hardware and maintenance required. To maximize revenue generation, businesses must choose the right technologies for the right vendor. The greatest returns will be realized through the deployment of a powerful, scalable, fully integrated platform that allows companies to take a modular approach to implementing the needed features and capabilities. Why use a distributor, you might ask? There are many reasons, but the main one is they have established customer bases which prove a quick route to market. There are many benefits of using distributors, but ultimately the main benefit of using a distributor is that they can sell your product and generate significant income quickly. They have established customer base, sales and marketing expertise, storage and logistics, wide distribution channels, and quick routes to market. Using a distributor might mean reducing margins and allowing them to control prices subject to negotiation, but it means your product instantly gets a route to market to an established customer base and access to an established distribution logistic network. Businesses of any size can use joint ventures to strengthen long-term relationships or to collaborate on short-term projects. Success in a joint venture depends on thorough research and analysis of aims and objectives. This should be followed up with effective communication of the business plan to everyone involved. Joint ventures are especially popular with businesses operating in different countries, for example, the transport and travel industry. In every industry, collecting metrics that indicate the return on investment for a particular business event, campaign, or strategy is essential to the success of your operations. Doing so informs you whether what your company is getting is the intended result and can allow for a quick course change if the numbers start to move in the wrong direction. Return on investment, called ROI, is the incremental gain from a business operation divided by its cost. It measures the efficiency with which the business is using its available resources. It's a key metric for public companies with shareholders to satisfy, but even if you're a small business or a sole proprietorship, it is a key way to tell what's working and what's not. You can't afford to waste your time and money on measures that aren't working. In order to bring a product, services, or brand to market, it's clear a lot needs to be considered at an early stage. The development of an innovation strategy and exploration of funding models helps set the grounding for a structured business approach. Bringing your product to market is a key factor. For niche markets, it's all about awareness and marketing to make sure your customer audience understand your offering. In a competitive established market, it's about finding your place and encouraging customer loyalty through your identified revenue streams. Exploring routes to markets such as joint ventures or distributors may initially hit your bottom line, but ultimately they can be a very fast route to market to establish customer bases. Throughout your commercialization process, it's clear you must always monitor your output and carefully study your return on investment to ensure your innovation strategy is on track.